Alright boys, the long-awaited VOD review of Avengers Week 3. Toby, you don't have to drop here, it's because it's hot drop, like you know nothing about it. What I would like you to do next time is go through here. So in that way I can, like, if they jump on you, I can look over you from here, like the same strat we do from the balcony. You get this, get the chest, get out, get this, and when you're here, you will have like sort of high ground. It's always better to loot from the ground up to above to have high ground on kids off spawn. So that's a small thing. Right, we're in this situation, yeah, where there's a team here and there's a team here. What we did was we went to main. So the team here would third party them, but eventually they dipped, so it didn't play out. What you have to expect? We knew that there were kids here, like. Then in that way, Lewis, you can't just run through a building like this. There's always virgins hiding. So you either have to piece control it or just go around, because you could have died here. This kid is just ass. He didn't shoot a shot in his AR. Alright, mid game. It hard boxing replay mode, which we're on top of a building here, so this entire fight is weird. And this kid jumps in a haystack. I was like, oh, free kill. And I'm like, come. And we triple spray it, and I get headshot snipe. Like, because of these kids, I think I can't see who shot me because replay. But this is a bit dumb. But also, like, whereas I stand still, but you guys also stand still. So you gotta, like, swerve left, right a bit, especially while spraying just the wall. Oh, I got that snap, that's good, I think, yeah. What you do right here, Lewis, is you make space backwards in a bit, like here, yeah. It's very good. So making space backwards when they're trying to get in is really good for crossbox peaks, which Toby does here in a sec. Yeah, like, I think you missed your shot or something, but this could have worked out really well. Like, you could have killed one. Like, that's the thing, when someone gets sniped, you just make space backwards when they get in and you crossbox peek them. Oh yeah, small thing, I don't have to show it. Lewis, in normal games where there's no storm surge, especially when you have a sniper, you need to have the worst AR on the trio. Because you're a controller and we can beam. We have aim assist. This game you had a gold scar and Toby had a blue AR, that's one thing. Exit. Oh yeah, wait. Toby kills him, I have no idea how, because the house just isn't there in replay. Oh yeah, boys. For next time when I'm playing the pad, let me pad first. Because now I get fucked and I can't call the spot and you guys absolutely choose the worst spot ever. But all good, just let me pad first, bro. I'm gonna show this from Lewis's perspective. We pad here, high pad. As someone who's landing, I always leave a space for you guys to land, and I always leave a door, leave a wall open, and sometimes even the roof. So I do this here. I leave this wall open, and you, Toby, you land first, and you block it off for Lewis. So that's why he gets fucked here a bit, and that's a spend max. Micro mistake, bro. So, some kind of pull to like a dead spot. Like nobody was here. These kids just landed. Whenever there's like 80,000 kids in the air, just don't land on stuff like this. It looks like a good spot, but it isn't. Like 8 kids can land in your box. Just don't land here. Always go for the ground. Like, the most important thing is picking the landing spot when landing. Elevation, where zone pulls and congestion. If you land here, hella kids will land on it. If you land like here, you have elevation, so that's a good spot, but now it's not a zone. So in my opinion, you should land here because this is congested side, so everybody will end up here. So if you get here, it's a bit easier to rotate to. Yeah, and Lewis lands on top of here. Toby does as well. I couldn't mark it because I was back. You could have gotten hard 50-50 there, Toby. So that's one thing. You know that one. We got split. Eventually we got back together. I darted on the edge. Everything went well so far. I had a plan in mind for the next rotate. We're in center here, so good. We are a bit second height, but like it's only 3 layers above low, so it was a really weird game. Just no elevation played. Zo pulled this way, and in my head I had a plan like, okay, Lewis has a cow, and we have 2 spice fish. I give Toby a spice fish, you pop him, and we wrap around that side here. So that played out, but Mr. fucking Lewis, you pop a spicy fish. So Toby didn't have any mobility, and also my bad. I kind of panicked, like, oh fuck, there goes my rotation, there goes my plan, shit. So I was trying to calm my plan, because I haven't calmed it yet. Like, go left and work that side. And simultaneously I was trying to say to Lewis, drop your cow to Toby, and I was like, probably, so. Then we got, yeah, we go late. I shouldn't have dropped all the way lower, I should have stayed 1 off low. I die because of it here. And we all, because it's fucked, because I wasn't leading. You and Lewis got split, so Lewis got split. Lewis tanks Storm here. Lewis does a good rotate to be honest, like he's that side here. It's on the sides, really good. You guys should have got together a bit earlier. Really good. Here you just go through all your old builds, know all the old builds, while you could have easily wrapped right and used your own old builds or those aside. Here you do a fucking massive storm tank. Yeah, you die here because someone has a wall. Nothing you can really do about it. So this is Toby's perspective as the spicy fish rotate. Got one for in the back. Like in these moments, Toby, when you're healing or when you're stopping, you have to look where everyone is. You just solo rotating, go to the middle. Small mistakes. Well, not small, but like hard to change. That's the thing. Got the low here and you get to get the you follow him. Storm tank. Could have died the same way as Lewis here. Yeah. I think. No, not really. Zero IQ, fighting trick. I tried to shoot him out here. While he's like next to 3 walls. And I get jumped. At this point I it's like a miracle that it doesn't phase it earlier. And I should just go for like a max damage bomb, and I think, yeah. I was like waiting for you guys, but this shit is never happened. For like a max damage bomb here. Or wait for his AR to go out, but he had SMG, so that didn't work. And then like, yeah, Lewis is not there on time, like nothing you can do about it. You get that headshot sniper, by the way. The rest is like clean fighting. The only thing I say here is, like, you can literally see you thinking about it. I was screaming at this moment, like, come at me, like, please help me. Like, shoot the gas can here and they'll be like, at this point you have bigs, by the way, Lewis. And there were bad comms here, because you'll see in a minute. Like, we were fucking around, like, where can we res? We looked at Craggy, there were two teams fighting. Kids fighting in Storm. So we wasted a bit of time there. Nothing really we can do about it. This rotate here. In my opinion, you should take the boat here and like be faster. Because now it just looks like you're two versions and you look like an easy key. Which almost happens here, like you get sniped. Oh wait, and by the way, the comms were bad because Toby has one big here and Lewis dropped his bigs for a shoddy, and you both carried 3 medkits as well, by the way, so the comms are bad here. And you get laser and yeah, shot it, blah blah. Like a bit later, you see you're both 50 shield with no bigs. You res me. You didn't drop me ammo. That's a small thing. I die here to server focus. It was literally the only spot where we could have landed at. So sometimes it's just RNG in my opinion. Like I can show it. We came from like down the hill here somewhere, and this was open. There were all these builds were already here. This was already here. We couldn't make it to the top, so I landed here and build up, because you always need to build up when you're landing. And like we were in between the teams, and we got server focus. There's literally like nowhere else we could have gone. Like maybe here. I don't know if he would have made it. Probably not. So I died to server focus. We tried to rest. He just finds a pad here. In my opinion, you could have landed like here or on this. This is like fine as well. Though you landed it. Start tarping. I don't know. Like you left it open for Toby. So but like you fall down here and you don't install like this. Now you just die to server focus again. You want to play the medkit here, which is pretty late. But the thing is here, you waste like 10 seconds doing nothing, waiting for some people. Where you could have just looked for something. Like maybe, you know, maybe you see this console radio kid, you tag him once with your shot, he's dead. Like always be active until like last second, and then you, like last 2-3 seconds, then you focus on your medkit. It's always be active. Use pad here, nice ball. I don't know if you can do anything like really about it, but here you get shot out of your cow, I guess. And this, you die here because you're not elevated enough. You still have 27 builds, in my opinion. You should go up at least a layer, like 1 or 2 layers, rather than 2. If you die, it's being buried here and not moving again. You die in storm. It's unfortunate. Alright boys, game number 4. Because game number 3, Lewis was an idiot, missed his drop, and we got insta-wiped. Let's have a look. This, we got fought here by this team. One thing we do wrong here is they shoot at us. Like I think Lewis, no we didn't even get that. And none of us is looking if they're keying. Like Toby just builds and backs away, like he backs all the way to here, while we were claiming this to farm metal. So the comps were bad again. Like none of us is looking if they're keying. Like me and Lewis are just farming, and Lewis and Toby is just looking back or running back. It's just not right. Oh fuck. Yeah, you see Toby's perspective is just on the back. Oh fuck, we get a key. He's coming back. You kill this kid. A small thing which is like smart to do in always, like in every fucking game mode, is whenever you're sitting still healing or something, like you're doing here, use that time to look around. Like look at us. Like maybe we're getting jumped on and you have a free beam from on top, you know? Like these small things can help so much if you're just looking and being active. Like I have a fucking prime example in a sec why it's fucking good. Cause like, right here, you're healing and you're looking, and you get a kill from it. Like you see this kid with his guard down and you kill him. It's a prime example, and it's just small things that can make your game so much more like better. Alright, we padded here, we wanted to double pad this. We discussed it like earlier. All went well till this moment. You guys are standing in the middle of the box waiting for the pad, and the pad just doesn't place for a sec because it's server laggy. Like get away from the center and let me pad first so you can follow me and see where I'm going, because I need to pick the drop spot, you know. Like same thing that happened first game, I think. I don't know, I made that video like a week ago, but yeah, the same thing happened here. Like you could have blocked us, and now you go first and you have to pick it. You do pick a good spot here now, like here in what's it called? That side's elevated, isolated, not too isolated. Like the small things. Look at this. I'm just gonna let this play. This is the first time in 1.5 minutes where you look for a kill as a fragger. You need to be more active, bro. Like open floors, open tops. Like look through the stair tarps. Like you're just following again, the same thing that you did like a couple FNCSs ago. We gotta work on that in scrims. Like I gotta work on getting like what's it called? Good constant tarps, you know, and you gotta work on looking for shit. This is the first time you look for a kill. When you eventually die here, basically because we have nomads. At least I die here because we have nomads. You guys deal with it. Alright, you're in the final zone. Prepare the 3 teams left. Toby has a flop. And Lewis has a chuck cannon. One of you guys should have to heal off and the other just suicide. That was one thing that went wrong. There's hella builds here, it's just fucked in replay mode. This Toby, what you do here is a brilliant storm tank. You get a kill from it. Like, nice. What does Lewis do here? Yeah. There's nothing much you can do about it. Like, you die to the kids all night and get second. It's good shit, boys. Game number 5. To begin, I just want to give a little Lewis appreciation clip. BAM! Headshot snipe! Only got a kill. Right, Lewis, I think you watched the video with Resi, right? From last week. From week 2 of FNCS. What I do here is exactly what went wrong last week. Last week we sort of landed here. And we got lobbied. And now I get teams. And I land close to kids, so like they can't really... I got line of sight, so... It's a good thing that my videos help at least. Because I could have gotten us killed here if I did the same thing as last week. I get caught fucking mid-air gliding. And the only thing I could have done was tank storm. Yeah. I got caught in a box and then just... fucked. Yeah, I should have kept tarping, because that's a thing I wanna implement in our gameplay. Like, we have dynamic tarpers, but I shouldn't stop here to get the wall. I should come at you guys, yo, Lewis, get this fucking wall. This is not mine. Or I just edited it away. Because now I stall and see what happens. I get taken over. Like, we get cut off. That's one of the mistakes I saw in like multiple games. But I just wanna, this prime example. I got caught in the box and die. Oh yeah. You guys are together, like, nice. Lewis starts starping, he's only in woods. And we should have some hearts, I don't know. When you're in woods, you need to fucking stick together, especially as a duo. Right now, Lewis basically just dies here and stuff. Like, he's busy claiming shit and shit. He should have. He gets fucked in the back. Why was that? Because you weren't there, Toby, and like the comms weren't there probably. Here together, like nice. Your wood. Okay, I guess you had only wood. So looking for stuff, good. I don't know if you should look for stuff, to be honest. So like we have to discuss that in this situation, because now you're in woods. You see, you fight it. You open and edit on the trio. Same thing that I did last week. This time it's not like really fault. Last week was my fault. Now he Lewis behind because he doesn't know probably. Like if Lewis knew, he could have dropped his back. So it's more like a calming thing, I think. And yeah, we died 10th. And these games are like the bottleneck of our call, basically. If we die 10th, playing so much time, like we got 8 zoned and then 10th. Yeah. That just fucks our call, to be honest. These games. But it's not like we have like hard mistakes or something. It's just small things we can improve on so much if we do scrims. Alright boys, this is our final game. So I'm pulled to that side, so bad is bad. I'm in a nice spot. Couldn't really get a side here, so maybe we should have been up one. I'm gonna let this play, and after I will discuss what we did wrong. Shouldn't have fucked with these kids, but just okay. To be honest, like as long as my tarps aren't like full good, I should just never go for anything. Literally, like never go for anything like this. First, I gotta get my tarps right, and then we can maybe like do it that Lewis takes over for a bit and I look for a kill, or you know. I should just focus on doing stuff, staying ahead, zone, that side, all that stuff. And you guys like look for kills. And when I'm weak, of course, then Lewis takes over. When I'm low on mats, Lewis takes over. Like as long as I'm good on mats, I'm not like even looking for a kill. And we staggered and we could have got a fuck together. Hey, this is like a beautiful pad, potentially. But I'm aiding on my jump here. Like, look how it works for you guys. Shit, sexy. I fuck up my jump and I get out of storm with 5 HP. Get some guys regrouped. A small mistake you do here, Toby, is you splash too early with Lewis without me when I was like really weak. You wasted 2 splashes and you popped 4, I think.
in 2 with me. Lewis, also a mistake. You had a flopper, you didn't give it to me. It's like small inventory management stuff. Shouldn't have gone for this, should have let you guys do it like I just said earlier. Like, you guys focus on claiming shit, and I focus on staying ahead. Like, I just go to the right here and start tarping again and say, this is not mine, or just full market. Now the swap got cut off. Would have gotten cut off, but it didn't happen. Yeah. We get full fucked, low ground, team right next to it. Gonna just why what went wrong in a second. The small thing I can see is Lucky pull zone, really nice. Small thing here is if you duck behind a cone when you see this kid, you have a less chance of like getting hit, you know, like using your cones in your box. This is like applies to all situations, but especially to this one, because you know he has to fucking get in on you. So if you just crouch behind it and make like that you only see this top of your head or something, like you like you try to do it here, but it's a bit late. You got me? So what did go wrong here? Right now we're here. Second here. That's the mistake I showed. Right here we are. Stop here. In my opinion, we stop like right at the edge here. In my opinion, we should always, except for like 5th zone, always try and get center of the moving, like expand. In this case, it's literally 2 or 3 boxes and we're chilling. Like now we get overtaken, like we're in zone here, but we get overtaken by 1, 2, 2.5 teams, like 3 teams. That's why when it pulled far, like this side, we had to go through all these teams. And if we were like here, we could have gotten a nice little dead side here. Started tarping, you know. Just those things I gotta get into my game, and we like gotta improve on in scrims. Like most of the time, of course, layering is important, but most of the time you can get away with a fucked up layer if you're just ahead of everyone. If you're center, if he got in like here and zone pulled that way, we could have got him wrapped around here, you know. Like here, there's literally the only good way when we're here, like the zone can pull is either back or like right here, where we're like ahead then of everyone. Like the best thing ever is to just stay in the center of this moving. It's like I want to drop too low and do that side thing. In hindsight, of course, saying more, but got up one and started tarping there. Me and Lewis die, and Toby solo clutches a bit and then dies as well.